Hi, and welcome to Coaching from the Couch, our world premiere episode. This is our first official episode, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with a few questions I had after our last video and over the last couple of days. First and foremost is a question about daily attendance. Do I have to log on every day to be counted present every day? Well, yes. Daily attendance is expected, primarily because I, at least for this week, will be uploading different things to Edsby every day. Hopefully next week I will put the whole week's worth of stuff up on Monday. That way you can work at your own leisure, because with the exception of, I want to give you that opportunity. Still make sure you are logging on every day as far as attendance. A big part of this is, another question I had was, do we have a set schedule? Do we have to be online from this time to this time for your class? And no, there is no set definitive schedule. We know a lot of families are sharing devices. So it's going to be difficult to have one student on for at a certain time for their math, while another is expected to be on for their science or PE or whatever the case may be. So there's no definite set schedule. That's also why I am making sure I'm trying to keep our lessons brief, because I know that I can't expect to have a family of three have 3 8-hour days of school going on. That's not reasonable. So again, going to try and not overload you with stuff. We want everyone to be successful and get through this as best they can. Now, there is I'm trying yet another attendance procedure. This could all change again. Constant state of flux right now. But I do have an online attendance thing. You'll click on it and make sure you do an online submission. Now, my attendance window opens at 4 in the morning, so for any of you early birds out there that get up way before me, if you want to get a head start and get on there, click submit. It's a 1-question quiz. Are you in attendance today? Yes or no. There is a wrong answer. Please choose the correct one. It opens up bright and early, 4 in the morning, stays open until into the evening. So if that's the first time you've had the opportunity to get online, it is still open in the evening, and I can still go back and make adjustments to my attendance for the day. So let's get into our schedule for this week. Today, obviously, you're getting the video, and in that attendance procedure quiz, one of the attachments is your the material we're going to be covering this week, which includes the benefits of physical activity and basic physical fitness, RPE, rate of perceived exertion, and target heart rate, which we're going to go over at the end of this video. Tomorrow there will be a worksheet pertaining to that information. Wednesday we're going to have the world premiere of CFTC Outside the Box. That's Coaching from the Couch, Outside the Box. Came up with a name for it finally. We're also going to have a bit of journaling to do that day. Hi, Ash. Then Thursday would be, until I'm told otherwise, Thursday is when I plan to have our Zoom meetings. I am not going to require you to come to a Zoom meeting if you understand the material. Now, if you want to come into the meeting, absolutely, 100%. I'm going to offer it 3 different times. My plan right now, 10, noon, and 2. Let me know. Send me a message, comment below in the video if you want me to maybe do an afternoon, or an evening session. If the school day times just don't work because of shared devices and whatnot, let me know. I can maybe do an evening session. The reason I say we're tentatively going to do our Zooms on Thursday is because I haven't got clarification, but it sounds like each subject area is given a specific day for their Zoom meetings, and I haven't been told when the electives are to do ours. So it may be changing. Hopefully it stays on Thursday, but again, I am not requiring any of you to come to a Zoom meeting. I'm confident that with these videos and what I'm putting online, we should be able to cover all the material and not have any issues. Friday, we will have our quiz. Again, probably 10 questions, looking at what we have, may even be less. It will most likely be here on Edsby. Possibility we'll do it on School City. They have opened that back up, but now that I'm learning a little bit more about some of the features here on Edsby, it seems likely that we'll go ahead and do it here just to keep everything on one platform. Speaking of, let's go ahead and move into one of the things that we need to cover this week, so that this isn't just me sitting here telling you the plan for the week but not actually teaching you. We're going to talk about our target heart rate. Now, to calculate target heart rate, you first have to figure out your max heart rate. Now, to take max heart rate, to figure out max heart rate, you take 220 and you subtract your age. That gives you the ballpark. That's the standard that people generally agree is the most accurate. So, since I'm going to be asking you all to do this, and I'm confident I don't have any 10-year-olds in any of my 7th and 8th grade PE classes at this point in the year, we're going to go ahead and use 10 as our baseline. So, we're going to take 220 minus 10, which will obviously give us 210 for our max heart rate. And I know that is probably difficult to see. I'm going to try and come up with a better way to present this when I edit the video. Now, it's pretty simple to figure out your target heart rate based on once you know your max heart rate. Because your target zone is between 50% and 85% of your max heart rate, which was 210. Now, to get our bottom number, we simply take this and multiply by 0.5. Now, we know when we multiply by 0.5, that's the same as dividing by 2, because 50% of something is half of something. So if we have 210 as our max heart rate, half of 210 is 105. Could do that one in our head. Didn't have to do too much math on that one. Now, for our 85% figure, we're going to have to math this one out a little bit. And looks like we're going to have 178.5 for our target heart rate upper end. So as long as you are working out, if you're a 10-year-old, and your heart rate is between 105 and 178 beats per minute, you are in your target zone. You're hitting your target heart rate zone. All right, so one of the things that I want you to do today is to go ahead and calculate your max heart rate, your target heart rate, both the bottom end, the lower end, and the upper end. That's your assignment for today. You do not have to upload that anywhere. I just want you doing that. We will be revisiting it later this week, so I want you to get a head start on that now. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up, but one last thing. I had a few people, primarily from my first period or some of the 8th graders who see this in the morning. I forgot to send you guys off with my usual ending, how I send you to start your day. So, guys, don't forget, I know with a lot of stuff going on, it's a bit of a challenging time, but like I say, most mornings, it's a great day to be a Mustang.